Testing, testing. Maybe I'm on the air, maybe I'm not. Haha! Found my video. This is really weird to watch myself in an echo because I'm echoing myself, but way later. That being said, I needed to test out the sound to make sure everything's working. Alright, let's try this again. This is Chillin' with Chillman. We're back at Star Ocean till the end of time. It has been a long time, but let's keep going. This is 23, or part 23.99999, because this is actually not going to be another progression. This is more like a check-in with Chillman video, because I have had quite some difficulties in this last, like, I don't know, week or so. Not just work, but just in general. I've been trying to play this game, and I've had some dilemmas. So, let's fill you in. First off, part 23, I got stuck because there was a chest that, by me just progressing through, trying to level grind, try to get the small stuff done out of the way. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm going the wrong way, huh? Yeah, excuse me. So, there was a room that I had went through when I was going off camera, because I do a lot of stuff off camera, like the small, like, tedious stuff, because I don't want to bore you guys too much. Sure, sometimes I'll do a video like this of like 23.9999 because, you know, it's not really another part, but it's just to show you what I'm doing. So, this is more like a bonus episode. If you ever watch my full Dead Island series, that's a little plug for my own series. Oh my goodness, I did that. Wow. Anyways, so, I progressed up until, I'm gonna go around him for now, up until up here. I explored all throughout the sides of the map, even though it's really for nothing other than just percentage and enemies. I didn't find anything. There's no chest in any of the rooms. Maybe if I have to come back, there will be other things. I know you do have to come back here in the story anyways, but, off the top of my head, I can't remember anything, and I'm really not trying to go to the strategy guide too much. I do have it. I have shown it in my videos before. I have read it in the videos before. That being said, it doesn't mean I use it for everything. I do like to play the game as it is. It's just a matter of sometimes you need to push in the right direction. The invention, item creation, whatever you want to call it in this game, that is off the top. I can't do that. I would just go with all the shop weapons and, like, I don't know. It's not that they're bad, it's just, it's not good. And, I have a Star Ocean, like, I think it's like Bradley guide or whatever. They did a whole bunch of strategy guides. My family, my dad especially, in all his games, he had a strategy guide for almost every game. Whether he needed it or not, it was just the fact of having the strategy guide for the game. We had all the Zelda strategy guides. But then the thing is, if you have a strategy guide, you can also much easier to actually 100% a game. Especially such games as like Legend of Zelda. I 100% Twilight Princess, and I felt so accomplished. Even though, yeah, I had to use the strategy guide. Sometimes you need to push in the right direction. Especially on a big game like Star Ocean, the item creation, you have all of these variables. I don't want to do the math because guess what? I'm not the math nerd. My wife is, and she's not here right now. So, let's just put it this way. If you have numbers 1 through 5,000, and creation, at least with the gold, right? 1 through 5,000, multiply that by 8 characters. I'm not even going to go into the fact that there's all the different types of like cooking, smithing, engineering, all these different things. No, that's not important. Just hypothetically, just think about this. 5,000 times 8, too lazy to do the math, that number. How are you going to know? Oh yeah, there's this weapon that just pops up out of nowhere. Either A, you find out that somebody else invented it through the item creation, you're like, oh, well now it's really expensive and I can't afford it. Or you just never hear about it and you just go with the shop weapons. So, that being said, I have used item creation quite a bit. I do a lot of item creation off screen. That's probably why I have like 57 hours. I haven't even gotten to disc 2 yet, and I'm already at 57 hours. That being said, I do have, where is it in here? Other items, right? Or is it valuables? I'm honestly so tired. That's another thing, is that it's been a long week at work too. Okay, sirens are gone. So, pomelo juice. I picked up pomelo juice in, what is it called, Whipple or something like that? The village in the third world area, I don't know, whatever, under civilized UP3 code, all that under stuff. In the very beginning of the game, you can get this in the shop. It's still expensive in the shop when you first start the game, mind you. Excuse me. So, yeah, it's still expensive in the beginning of the game. And as you play the game, the price rises over time. If I have already been playing this game for 57 hours, it's gonna help when I sell it, you know, post-game. I sell it for like millions, who knows? Like, I have not used a single cheat on this game. I don't even know if there are cheats for this game, especially on the PlayStation 4. I highly doubt it, and guess what? I don't care. My brother's a big fan of using cheat codes for games just to have a little bit more fun. I used to, honestly. I still do in some games. This isn't one of them. So, we shall continue, and I'm just going to pretty much talk to you guys while I kind of grind out some levels, because that's what I've been doing. So I'm going to turn down the game a little bit more so I'm not too distracted, because the volume is, I feel like I'm talking over the volume intentionally, and I don't know if my TV volume is going to affect your viewing as a viewer, but it doesn't make any sense. I'm also really tired, so don't mind the delusional. Anyways, I don't know if me turning down my TV affects your videos. So, if the game is really quiet now and my voice is just annoying you, I do apologize. Please comment in the video that you are annoyed, and I will not do that again. Honestly. Tell me that you don't like something, and I will change it. I have no views practically ever, so if you're hearing me and you're annoyed, at least I got your attention. So, that's a really odd silver lining, but at least there is one. So, I will also just come out and be honest. This is chillin' with Chillman. It's not a professional thing. I do not intend to ever make money off of this, because I'm going to be realistic that if I could, that'd be cool. But I'm not frequent enough on my broadcasting. Maybe in a couple years, when like I don't know, my life's a little bit more together? Maybe. My daughter is a year and... I'm bad at math. Oh my goodness, my wife's gonna kill me. My daughter's pretty much a year and a third, I want to say. She just turned 16 or 17 months, somewhere around in there. But she's massive. Honestly, she's my baby. It doesn't matter how old she is, she's my baby. And it's so crazy because, like, she nods or shakes her head now. And, my thing is, I don't get to broadcast very often. I don't have a schedule of, like, oh, every blah-bitty-blah. I want to get a schedule. That's actually part of my resolution that I'm trying to continue. I've done more videos in 2019 than I have probably on average in a month back in 2018. I think in 2017 I had more videos, but that was also because I was working a little bit less. It was more just full-time, not complete ridiculous overtime. But also the fact that my free time was actually free time, and now being a father, I love her to death, don't get me wrong. She's my daughter, she's beautiful. But she doesn't let me broadcast that often. That's okay. So these are the times that we shall take, and I'll broadcast. That being said, my schedule has been pretty consistent, so I might be able to just broadcast this time of the day on Tuesdays. Maybe it'll be my broadcast time, maybe it won't. I don't know, but we'll see. We are going to continue, but first I have to explain myself, because if anybody views this, they will see that my character's name is Adre! Because I just want to be annoying, I just want to make a meme in a video, because I did. I just think of freaking Cousin, I think they call him Cousin Nicky in the Rick and Morty episode, where he goes, I'm walking here! It's just a font. So, you know, let's change his name back to default, because honestly, I don't. It's not that cool. It was just funny. I do actually, now that I think about it, do I have other colors? I don't care about his other color. I can use her other color. Her other color is kind of cool. I don't like his second color. I don't know. You know, I'll play with Fate's second color for a bit too. It's cool. What's that? So, what made me get stuck here is that this room right here, where you have to divide yourself into there's like 4 rooms, you have to like pick who goes in what room. I'm just being stubborn. I could have already used the strategy guide and seen what it says, but I haven't, because I also thought that if I'm having doubts about my characters and my character's strengths, then I should fix it. So, I'm grinding out some levels here because I still can. This Crystal Cerberus thing is one of the best experience points that I've found, at least. And especially if you can get your bonus gauge going, which is what we're going to have to be doing because I just reloaded. I forgot to heal Drain Magic. Oh boy. Come on. So I am aware that I should be using ice on this guy, but I'm not trying to kill him right now. I'm only trying to build up the bonus gauge. So actually, I should cheat. This is sad. Okay. Nice play. No, so I was going back to why I don't broadcast as often. I don't have a lot of availability. Work is work, and I mean I'm 21 years old. I don't have a lot of spare time. When I have a kid and I'm working full time, I am a soon-to-be store manager at a fast food franchise. It's all I'm saying. Fast food. That's all I'm saying. But it's been hard. The work has it's been difficult. Like the last month or so. I'm not gonna go into all the drama because that's really unprofessional. It's also not your guys' business, it's just my life. But just as like almost an explanation as to why I've been kind of I don't know, virtually distant, if that makes any sense. It's just because I have put a little over a year's worth of time of enjoyment there. I forgot to check. See, I got distracted. We're just gonna escape right now, that's all good. See, one second. See, I'm distracting myself. See, with work, it's just the fact that the people who work there, most of them don't really care about the job anymore because it's been stressful. And it's totally justified to be upset and stressed out, because I am too. But everybody at the store is dealing with it differently, and they're not realizing that what they're doing is affecting the other people who's working there. I have been kind of thrust into being store manager, even though I'm not being paid by that. And that's ridiculous because that's not okay. But you know, they're gonna do that anyways. It's fast food. So I have got stuck with the store manager. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm assistant store manager. So when I do my 12-hour shift, I'm sorry that I don't want to have to come back and close and have an hour lunch. Ooh. But guess what? That happens sometimes. You know what? Most often, I'll do it. I can. It's frustrating, but I can. I just, more than lately, it just keeps happening. And when I want days off, I just get, you know, it kind of hurts me, you know? So I don't really feel like playing games. I don't have time to play games. I'm sleeping all the time. And then I have games that are so massive I have to work on that, like, it's kind of intimidating. Star Ocean's a huge game, and there's a lot of stuff that has to happen off screen. That way you guys aren't stuck. Not like you guys watch it all anyways, but if you did, you wouldn't be stuck watching like 150 hours of a game. It's a beautiful game, but you honestly, the story is like,
here we go, guys.
Not that large. I'm kind of curious now if I look up just like on YouTube all the cutscenes and see what the full movie is, but I do think I hear some people, so we might have to cut the broadcast short. But yeah, so I'm just going to be grinding here. I'm going to be trying to build up the bonus gauge, that way we can get the triple experience going, because this bad boy, the triple experience, is going to level up a Dre and Maria, who both need to level up because they're really useful later on in the game.
An attack from behind? I like this one bit.
Hello. Okay.
Nice play.
Hi, Monkey. Oh, you see better than a bit.
Grab my sword to
You want to be his co-host? Okay. Thank you for watching us full Star Ocean.
Oh. Hi, baby. And veggie tails, huh? So, for any viewers who have seen all of these videos, or even a chunk of these videos, this is the most recent video as of, what is today, the 5th? 6th? Somewhere in February? I don't know.
Like that.
Beginning of February of 2019. Look at how big she is.
She's giant.
Like, what? And I was mentioning earlier, she is very, very talented and gifted.
Yep. And she just got back from jiu-jitsu at church.
Yep.
Yeah. And she sparred and she had a good time. Lots.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
So, I was mentioning earlier the fact that she's so smart because she can nod and shake her head when we ask her questions.
Choices.
Because now when we ask her things, we go, "Hey, do you want lasagna tonight?" She'll like nod or she'll shake her head, and we're like, "Okay." And like she'll point at things and go, "That," and we're like, "Okay, well that's obviously what she was wanting." And it's just she's so smart. She'll communicate things to us that like we didn't even know she could say. She'll say them on her own. She said like what, cracker?
She said cracker. She said banana.
She's pointing what, the Ritz ones, right?
Yeah. She said cracker.
Yeah, she's pointing. She's pointing at Ritz and went cracker. She said banana. That was a really cute one. But just like yesterday, the day before, I was like, "Can you say thank you?" And she goes, "Thanks." And I'm like, "That's cool too."
Right.
So, oh yeah. Yeah, baby.
She was talking about you a lot today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Baby back and
She
soft.
put on your pants that you're wearing.
Baby back and soft.
She put on your jammy pants.
Yeah.
And she went, Dada.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, those are Dada's pants. And she was playing peekaboo with them.
So, are you gonna be my little co-host?
Yeah.
So, what's Dada doing?
I want to show off my jammies. My jam. But Superman.
Looks like a good
And yes, Superman, not Supergirl, because they don't have this voice.
So I was looking at all the sound and all that. So what I had to do was I had plugged in my headphones to my phone. And had my phone tuned to my broadcast to make sure I could hear myself, to make sure the mic was on, to make sure all the audio was set up.
Yeah.
But here's a question. Do you think me turning down the volume on the TV will affect the broadcast volume?
That is a good question.
Or is the volume of my TV, like, independent of the volume of the video stream?
I would assume that they would each have their own volume level settings. But, you never really know.
Well, because, like, how do you think everything would bounce with everything? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, because I think maybe if you had the TV volume up very high, perhaps
it would-
it would create a sound loop.
the sound loop, or maybe it would drown out my speech.
Possibly.
But like, if I mute,
adjust
but
the
if I mute,
microphone
but if I
settings.
mute the TV, would it mute the video? Like, if somebody's watching it, would it mute the video? Or would it just mute the video on my side?
That's a good question.
Ooh. Any viewers out there who do watch this video,
Yeah, if you
leave
guys
a comment.
know tech stuff and PS4 setting stuff.
I'm just curious. Or the other way we could do it is you could just plug in some headphones and check in on my phone.
Yeah.
You wanna try it?
Where's
There's that. And headphones. There's this.
Liz?
Liz is a woman that I'm interviewing. I can't say where because I'm broadcasting the job. The person who wants to be an opening manager.
Okay.
But I was like, hey, have you heard back from them? Okay. Nice. And we shall. Where's the? We're gonna mute the video. Let's see if there's any music for any viewers.
still here. Because it's delayed a little bit. Remember Lucy's.
Oh snap. Okay.
That's Daddy's.
Alright, so if you guys can still hear the music even though my TV is muted, that makes me wonder how it knows how high to have the game volume versus my speech volume.
Did you
So,
turn it back on?
I just now turned it back on.
Okay, because I was like, I heard myself laugh.
Yes.
Wait, now I hear
My mic was always on. The mic was always on. I just muted the TV volume.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, now I know how to set this up. Now I know this was more just a test video. This is again why it's called Katch-Up and Kaddan 23.99999, because the next video, whenever the next video may be, the next video will be part 24. We're going to take down the Shrine of Kaddan, and more stuff will happen that I'm not going to spoil because spoilers suck. Even though this game is like 10 plus years old, this is totally a spoiler-free video. Right. Anyways, this was also a very good test. I know how loud I have to speak to make sure you guys can hear me. This is typically how...
Those are Daddy's headphones. Be gentle with those, okay, sweetie?
Okay.
Sorry.
I do know now how loud I have to speak so you guys can actually hear me, which is not how often I'll be able to actually speak this loud, considering most often I'm broadcasting Harley's asleep. I don't want to wake her up. She probably could sleep through this when she's in her deep sleep, but I don't want to risk anything. Like last broadcast, I listened to it right before I started this one just to test it, to hear myself, see how the audio balanced out. And it sounds so quiet because I had the headphones too as the audio source, and I was trying not to wake up. Both my wife and my daughter were asleep, so I was trying not to wake them up, and I'm like almost whispering. It's like, no, we're not doing ASMR video gaming. That's not this channel.
Yeah.
So let's stop that. So a loose schedule, maybe I might be able to broadcast Tuesdays until the wife and kid get home, and then if she's fussy, we'll have to stop the broadcast, but that's okay. We are at 30 minutes almost, and this isn't even really a real video. This is almost a check-in with Showman, but this is explaining why this has happened. I did, unfortunately, at one point, my wife was here to witness this, I was grinding for like 4 or 5 hours on the same fight.
Aww,
Fate was like level 45 or something. Like I was about to hit 50, and like the experience was so little. I mean, it was still the same amount of experience, but it would affect you so little that like all of this things. And then somehow, and I have no idea how, because especially when you get higher level, you have higher stats, so it shouldn't be easier to do it as you keep going. Somehow the Cerberus froze Fate and one-hitted him. And I had I swear I had high MP. Who knows? Maybe that just somehow got me. It froze Fate, and then the freaking Cerberus, because I was solo grinding too, so it was just Fate, which is my cocky boldness, whatever, fine. But it one-hitted Fate, and he went down, just game over, and I'm like, oh no. When did I last save? And I lost like 5 hours of grinding the same fight. So we are catching up. Quite literally why this is called Katch-Up and Kaddan. We are catching up to make sure we can get back, and eventually we will be going through this game a lot more. Star Ocean's probably going to be the big game of 2019 for me. I do remember, kind of weird, everybody did the 10-year challenge, everybody was talking about it, 10 years ago, 2009 is 10 years ago now. The summer of 2009, I had just graduated. Thanks, Harley. I had just graduated from elementary school, and I had this entire...
Harley, Daddy's speaking right now. Let's give him a turn to talk, okay?
I had this entire summer, and I wasn't involved in anything. I didn't live in a very good area, and my parents were a little overbearing, I'm not gonna lie. So I was pretty much encouraged to just sit down and play games. I'm not complaining. I got to play a lot of freaking amazing games. This game, though, is one of them. So this being almost like a 10-year challenge / 10-year anniversary, 2019 on my gaming channel is going to be the year of Star Ocean for me. I'm not saying I'm only going to do Star Ocean. I will be doing plenty of other videos, hopefully. Things are going to be changing around here. I might get a different work schedule. The housing situation might be a little different. We'll all talk about it later when we figure things out. But we're broadcasting when we can. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for checking in and chilling with Chillman. This is Chillman out. Say bye.
Bye.
Harley, babe. Come here. You want to say bye? Wait, bye-bye. Shh.
Who's she calling?
She called Grandma. As in her grandma. Juma.
Juma Quincy?
Cat.
Juma Cat.
Wave bye-bye. Wave bye-bye to the camera.
Bye-bye, viewers.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you next time.
Alright, catch you all later. Thank you very much. Bye.